lovely star seeds, and to all of my fellow king gods who see the God in me. I see you. You know I love y'all. This video right here is I want to discuss about the color, our true color of our sky, the color I believe that the sky is right now. But the graphic that you're looking at is our vessel, our godly vessel. And I like this graphic and how it's broken down as far as the chakra colors. Now, as you can see, it's good versus evil, dark versus light, Satan versus God. You are God and Satan all in one. However, what I want you to concentrate on for a second with me is the 4th chakra and the 7th chakra. Now, I'm going to start playing my videos that I recorded of the sun with my cell phone and my Canon camera. Now, as I zoom up towards that flashlight that they call our sun, as you can see the green planet at the 11 o'clock hour. And what is the green chakra? Heart chakra. Now, as you can see, as I'm zooming back and forth, you have the bright flashlight there in front, right? But what is that color behind the flashlight? It's a purple indigo color. That is our true natural color to our sky. That is the color of our sky presently right now at this time and moment. As you can see, the green planet at the 11 o'clock hour, that has been there, my people, for the last 3 to 4 weeks. I've showed you numerous of videos where you see extraterrestrial spaceships zooming back and forth past the sun, through the sun, in and out of the sun. My other theory that I have is that I believe that our sun was placed in a cocoon for the last 7,000 to 12,000 years. And I want you to listen to me and let me explain this point. Now, if you pull up the picture of the sun right now, the sun, or if you pulled up a picture of a sun 2, 3, 4 years ago, you will see the sun with a golden shell around it. Now, if you pull up a picture of the sun and search coronal holes on the sun, you see the sun is turning black. Now, I'm going to play at the end of this video, Scott with the Nibiru channel. He always capture spaceships going in and out of the sun. He monitors NASA, and he catch NASA in their lie all the time. He catch spaceships constantly going through the sun, coming out the other side, going around the sun, charging their spaceships up against the sun. What I strongly believe is that when they charge their spaceships up against the sun, and when they detach from it, or when they go through the sun, especially the mothership, a CME comes out. That's called a coronal mass ejection. It's a burst of cosmic particles, and that shit is deadly to Earth magnetic field. And we want this is the most deadliest thing to everyone and every unnatural living thing on Earth is Earth magnetic field go. They worried about the fucking earthquakes and the tsunamis. Earth right now has been enveloped in feminine electron energy. The magnetic field is weakening. They have shot balloons in the sky. I've already told you that they are measuring the gamma radiation. The gamma radiation now is between 60 and 64,000 feet. That is not that high, my people. Again, I hope you enjoy the video that I'm going to play next. This is with Scott with the Nibiru channel. Like I said, he always monitors the sun. He always catch our sky family charging up on the sun and removing that shell that has been over the sun. Like you hear in the mainstream media that our sun is in a renaissance period. However, the whistleblowers say that the sun has never been more active in its life. Why is that? Peace and love to all the queen goddesses, to all the beautiful, lovely star seeds, and to all of my fellow king gods who see the God in me. I see you. I love you.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Planet X News. This is Scott from the Nibiru channel, September 30th, 2017. Ladies and gentlemen, I've gone back on some footage going back to when we had that very large X flare. And as you can see, scrolling across your screen, I was able to obtain some high definition photographs that were kind of hidden away in some of the NASA footage. And I started reviewing the material about 3 days ago. And clearly, very clearly, we can see a very large spherical body in the upper left-hand corner of the sun. And I captured all of these on the SDO. Now, I've also been trying to work with some high definition programs so I can get the pictures to be a little more clear for all of you, and also myself. Now, again, I went back to beginning of September when we had this massive X-flare. I was able to find some additional footage from you-know-who, and lo and behold, as I went through the material, I was able to locate these massive bodies around our sun at the exact same time that we're having X-flares in the magnitude of 9.3, I believe was the highest one that they recorded, but there were many. I also found some footage from the Japanese space satellite Hinode, and what you're seeing now is an X-ray video taken by that satellite on September 10th, and what they were recording was also this massive X-flare and CME. Now, this footage was very hard to work with. I actually had to convert it into some high definition video so we can actually view it and we can see what is actually there. Now, some may tell you that this is a coronal prominence, but ladies and gentlemen, within that coronal prominence, you're looking at a very large spherical body. Very large. Larger than the planet Jupiter. Now, this is the same object that I've been capturing moving along the equator of the sun. And as you can see, this object, it appears to be, well, kind of enveloped in a little cloud of gas, naturally, because it is so close to the sun. Here is the clearest zoomed in version of this object, and this proves to me that this is not a coronal prominence because it's a solid body. Now, we're going to be getting into some of this video. I had to convert this video to high definition, and that's what was holding me up. But I was able to do it. And this was converting the X-ray images, the X-ray video from the Hinode Japanese spacecraft into the high definition so I can actually see what was happening. And you can see right here with your own eyes this object moving out from behind the sun. And the sun is the large black mass that is encompassing the whole entire left side of your screen. Now, I've taken this imaging and changed the coloring a little bit, again, just to bring out these objects so we could see them more clearly. Now, this was right during the massive X-flare, and there was another body. You can see right where the arrow was, another round body that appeared in the flash of this massive X-flare. These flashes of light, they actually shed light on what we're looking for. There's no doubt about it. Now again, we're looking at this in a little bit of a different wavelength and also in the highest definition that I could get for this this part of the video. You can see again the object is moving outward, back away from the sun. It's not a coronal prominence. Now here is a zoomed in still photograph. Again, you can't deny that's a solid object. It's not flowing like you would see a prominence on the sun. If you want to look up coronal prominences, just Google it, take a look at some video and some photographs for yourself, and then you'll start to see that these are solid objects. There's no doubt about it.